So today again when I made Asian rice, uh, well, my cooker is like tiny and I have to sometimes time it, but it's usually like a minute difference and the switch just comes up, and so I have to like open the cooker immediately and just scoop up the rice so that it doesn't start sticking at the bottom. So but it immediately starts sticking, and so what first thing, this is the second time they did. Now they are making issue about rice. So first, right after I took out the rice, I had the revving of the bike engine right outside my front entrance. Then there was a 2 hour gap because my hubby wanted to eat now. It's like 8 o'clock here. So right when I knew they will do something when I'll go to warm up the rice. So immediately the sirens started, ambulance sirens, because they know what time I'm about to warm up the food. So now they made the issue. Just yesterday, day before yesterday, when I went to even if when I'll go to even wash, now when I go to wash the same utensil again, then they will either rev up the bike engine or ambulance sirens will start, or they will give electric shock on my head. They will continuously make me feel guilty about every single thing. So today they started to give me poking needle pains in my right side of the abdomen. Right when I was going to clean the microwave, now I was just doing the disinfectant wipe from the inside, and that's when I was wiping outside, they didn't do anything. But when I was disinfecting inside, that's when they made issue so much that I literally had to bend down. It was so much of shooting needle pain they started giving. This wasn't even needle pain, it was twitching of my muscle in such a weird way that I literally, like, I used to like bend, and I shouted, I screamed, and like I had to like adjust my body where the twitching would like, it's very weird sensation with something like the shooting needle pain kind of sensation. And they just gave me the twitch on my left leg, because now why either they had to make issue about why you am using disinfecting wipe inside, because whenever I do a inside wipe of the microwave, I always like wipe it with a clean, like with just pure water later. Either they wanted to make an issue about me using a disinfectant wipe, or just before that I was cooking, but I was roasting all the nuts, the almonds and cashews and peanuts, and now some of the peanuts probably, it had because I was to give it like 50 seconds, but I think probably when I was hitting the button, I think it hit twice or something happened, and it just started more for a longer time. But then I immediately, I realized that it is going on, so I turned it off. And so very few like peanuts were, kind of little they turn a little brown. So all that I removed the brown ones, and I added only the good ones. But they, I don't know, they have to make issue about anything. Like I said, when I scoop the rice, it has just started to stick, and there is no way, there is no timer in this rice cooker where I have to, it's a very mini rice cooker, and for like 1/4 cup of rice, like literally people do not even time, like they write these reviews on Amazon, I know they don't even time, like they just wait for the switch to come up, and so there are so many times when I cook the basmati rice, when I try to time it sometimes, and when I open the cooker, because I say I'm timing for, say for example 8 minutes, I open the cooker and then still the water is there, and I have to again start the cooker for 2 minutes. Okay, so they used to make even issue about that too. Even if I'm even if I lift the cooker and I see that there is a little bit of water left, and I'm turning it on for 2 minutes just to make sure that the water is all soaked up and the rice is all good, and it's not even sticking even after I open up, still they want to make an issue about it. Okay, many times they've made an issue, but today, like since past 2 days this has started. Okay, now they have to make issue about everything. So they gave me twitch in my right side of the tummy when I went to clean my microwave. Then they gave 2 different very heavy raving of the either it's their car engines or motorcycle engines, whatever they used in the front of my house. Then after 2 hours, right when I went to warm the food, that is when again they started the ambulance sirens. This is the back side of my road here. There's a back road here. So exactly at that moment, they'll just start right when I will just go to warm up the rice. And of all the 4 different things that I cooked, my hubby is eating right now. I'm not even eating. I didn't even cook anything for myself because of this continuous torture these people give me. Yesterday entire night they sexually seduced me entire night. Then today morning, yeah, every time I put the earbuds, they will always give me click. And then at a particular time, they will always drain out the right side of my right side of the battery and the right side of the ear. So what I was just adding some spices to the snacks that I was preparing. It was homemade snacks that I was preparing. So I don't know. They had to turn off the battery at that time. Whatever they were thinking, I don't know. They have to make issue about every single thing, right? Then they gave me electric shock when what I was doing. Yeah, right now when I was again cooking, they gave me some little electric shock again on the right side of my brain. They wanted to make issue about, oh yeah, I was grating garlic and they gave me the electric shock little bit on the right side of my brain. I don't know what that, they had to make an issue about even the grating garlic, okay? Then they have to make issue about, like I said, oh yeah, they gave me like electric shock or something when I was cleaning all the cabinets, and then I noticed like, there was a cocoa bottle, and so I was even I was disinfecting that. Oh, they made to make issue about that. Oh, when you're cleaning the cupboards, then you don't clean the containers, whatever. It was like one container. Also suddenly, I mean, as if, all these doorknobs that I clean so often, and it's only me using right now. I don't even have my in-laws, and I usually wash my hands even before I enter the kitchen, right? So it's not as even dirty or that, but it's just when I disinfect, I just do it, right? But they have to make issue about everything, or suddenly so the disinfectant wipe will turn into water, and so I'm probably just wiping with water, so that will not disinfect the containers. This is how their mentality works, like, which is so illogical. And every night they give me all these induced dreams that have either it's a sexual dream or a rape dream, or sometimes my friends, my relatives, we are just mingling or we are just doing some bizarre stuff. And there's like yesterday some white strangers came to my house, and like they were, I don't know, just doing like, I don't know, just chit-chatting, like, I don't know, it's like bizarre dreams, these people. But all these are induced dreams, I can tell, because when I wake up, I'm so much into that world that it takes me time even to come to this reality, that I'm living here in this world on this earth. So my energy is so much drained out by continuous that thinking, the continuous dream that these people, and they give me 3 different dreams. It has no link, but there are 3 different dreams that sometimes they give me, which has no link at all. So that is the torture. They give electric shocks, they pulled my eardrums, they gave all this raving of the bike and ambulance. Everything had stopped ever since my in-laws had come here, since last October 2021 to they left this October to go to India. All this had almost stopped. No matter what happened, no matter if there was a problem with rice cooker, I mean, this is how the rice cooker is. They never used to do so much of sirens, so much of revving of the bike engine, because usually my in-laws would be outside, like sitting on the swing, or they are on patio, or some dog deck, or summertime mostly, like my hubby's out there on the patio or somewhere. So I don't know, when my in-laws were here, these people had stopped. The moment they left, now they started doing all these things again, because now they know that first these people fear somebody with me, they fear. And so they know that if somebody will start noticing too much, then it's going to be a problem for them. And so that's why I expose all these people, that how these people, and this is how they probably behaved with Sushant Singh Rajput, where they tortured him, where he was gang stalked and he had to sleep in car, and he was, publicly he was tortured, like, how he was ignored and how he was dealt with, because he was a star kid. And so these people, these Luciferian people, they really you know, they are scared of these targets, and that's why they try to super interrogate. What is this? I have to tell all this about this rice cooker thing and cleaning of microwave thing. For every little thing, they continuously give me needle pains or electric shocks or raving of the bike engines or ambulance sirens. What is all this? Super interrogation is going on, as what Dr. Richard Boylan said. And why are they doing super interrogation? Because they really fear all these targets. And I just Pooja Sharma, the tarot reader, she was saying that how Sushant Singh Rajput is a Kalki avatar, and probably that's why these Illuminati people just took him out, although he's alive, and I don't know where exactly these people would have kept him. But so now they're doing all these BS with me because I'm a Stargate, and now so these people are really afraid of Stargates because they want their Luciferian reign here, and they want to mingle with their ghosts. They want to do their witchcraft, their sacrifices. They're drinking blood, eating flesh. They're making issues about rice cooker and this BS stuff, when these are the same people who did accident of my hubby. They did my car accident. They just gave me a twitch where they said, yes, we did accident of your hubby. They are confirming that. Where they made my mother-in-law fell down from bed and gave her the rib fracture. They made my father-in-law fell down from bed. They had my brother fell down from the ladder. They have given me all kinds of they give me torture every single day with all these kind of physical and mental torture, right? So do you really think that this is about how I clean stuff, or how the rice is not like perfectly made, or why it's like why it started to stick up, and why did I even remove the lid and try, why I took all the rice out and I placed it in the corning where that it will not stick up, and I fluffed it up. So basically I made sure the rice does not stick, and I like opened all the grains up here. So there we go. So now they're doing it in real time. Look, talk about rice cooker, and now they again came here. See, look, they're right there. Okay, so much of issue they want to make about it. And then when the Kalki avatar was going on, okay, these are the exact sirens that started, and see, they are still going on because this is what they got nothing else to do. This is exactly how they synchronize everything. They'll give at a pretty, because for 2 hours there was absolutely pin drop silence when I was just watching Kalki avatar videos, right? Because I was done with most of my cooking, preparing snacks and dinner for my hubby. And even my hubby and everybody were saying, how come like I have grown so thin? You might have seen those Jewish people where they had grown so thin because of Hitler, how he was treating all these Jews, and this is how exactly my body was turned into. I turned so thin because this is how they continuously mentally torture me. It's a dinner time. I haven't even cooked anything for myself. And even for a little thing that I had, like I had some snacks in the afternoon, and they immediately, first they made issue about the lunch I had prepared, the sprouted mung beans and the black gram that I had cooked. It was like a little healthy snack, healthy lunch that I had prepared, but they had to make issue about that also. So I don't know, they gave me some little electric shock, and they had some problem with that also. They have to make even issues about some healthy stuff also that I cook. Then they had to make issue about the snacks, the homemade snacks that I cooked, right? By giving me the twitching in my abdomen, or the needle pain, whatever the weird thing they gave me. And they gave me like almost 4 or 5 times. And then, so yeah, I mean, who these people are Hitlers, and even worse, they are like evil people. and Almas Jacob, the Sachin Club, they call themselves watchers. No, they are not watchers. I mean, they are the sinners, because if they are not speaking up for these crimes that's going on, these people are absolute sinners. They are participating in sin by not even speaking up. So and Almas Jacob is just showing himself that, oh, he's part of Illuminati, because he has his diamond, and he has shown his one eye before, and he has also said things about my private life that nobody's supposed to know unless and until you're Illuminati people and you're watching me 24/7. Now, when Kalki Avatar was going on, these people started continuously giving me twitches on my left leg, because this Pooja Sharma was going on with, oh, the Kalki Avatar will have 64 colors, so he will know how to cook and all that. And the cooking thinking, again, they started giving me twitch. And she is continuously talking about Sushant Singh Rajput as being a Kalki Avatar, and it's a male, and these people, they try to, like, by giving twitching to me, they're continuously like tell me like I'm the one. And this is how they do all these reverse, bizarre, stupid mind programming thing, which has no head, no tails. And if I go to, if I start monitoring these people, I can literally start pinpointing out, hey, you did this, hey, you did this, these people probably don't even know how to cook things, right? Or they're using how much oil you're using, how much salt you're using, how much, how you're cooking your rice, or how you're cooking your bread or your cake or whatever. I can start making so many issues about their little life, every single thing, right? They do in their life. Because I've become so much observant that now I see people cooking or handling things in kitchen that literally these people don't even wash their hands before they start cooking. They don't even wash their hands. And they touch here and there everywhere and they start cooking. So, and forget about them, even the man or, whoever is not even cooking, these people just go into the pantry and they'll start grabbing stuff, and, they'll just start putting everything in their mouth. These people, they don't go to wash their hands every single time, but these people will make issue with me if at all I just touch somewhere, they like I said, for example, yesterday, like how they made issue about the vacuum cleaner cord touching, they thought that it touched the sofa. In fact, I washed all the sofa set, sets and all, the covers and all. But they thought that it touched, but no. So exactly when I went to clean the wire cord, the ambulance siren started, okay? Because they wanted to make an issue. And first they gave me the induced thought, you just touched, or it just touched. They do this induced thought so many times. Oh, you just touched here, when I'm cleaning, or when I'm, I don't know, when I'm cooking, when I'm cleaning, like say dishes, and they want to make issue, your hand just touched the whatever, some area, that they think it's unclean, whatever. So they make issue about every single thing. This is how every minute stage of my life, they continuously, either they will twitch my muscle, they will give electric shock, or they'll give ambulance sirens will continuously start. So yeah, when I started recording the video, they had already, because I was serving food to my hubby, so by the time the ambulance sirens had stopped. But it was, I'm glad that the ambulance again passed right when I was talking about the rice cooker thing, because these people are right here. That's exactly what they did when they had to make issue about me depositing the check in the bank. And that particular, although the national bank said that they do accept Indian checks, but no, the local bank made issue that we do not accept Indian checks, because Indian currencies, that they are not accepting it. And so I asked again, I called the national number, and they said that it's at the local branch's discretion, right? And why it's at local branch discretion? Why would they accept money from Indonesia and not from India? That is so stupid, right? So it's obvious that these FBI CIA people will just call these main managers or whoever, and they'll just remove the name of India from the list. It's so simple, right? They've done this before so many times with all my banks, like literally, I would say 5 to 6 different banks. With my DMV, they have harassed me. They have harassed me with all kind of stuff. So why not just tell this bank, right? So when I went outside and tried to call the national number, again, the ambulance, actually, not only the sirens, I knew that ambulance will start because it's just 2 blocks down the road. So the ambulance siren started, and not only started, but where I was parked. So ambulance, there's like a road, straight road, right? So instead of that straight road, the ambulance like was coming here. Instead of going straight, it actually made a turn where I was parked right here. So ambulance made a turn so that I will see, and the ambulance sirens is like loud enough. So this is what they do. They continuously and I knew it, ambulance or fire trucks or some kind of sirens will come because like they're just 2 blocks down the road, and they wanted to make an issue. Oh, now you don't call the national number, because they probably didn't want me to deposit the check. And so when I went to the second Bank of America branch, the lady there was like, oh, we cannot deposit, we'll have to send you a check to collections agency and blah blah. And I'm like, okay. And then their printers are not even working. Okay, she tried like 3 different printers, and printers were not working. So instead of telling them, say if I would be working there, they would have started giving me electric shocks, or ambulance sirens would have started, or some cops would have shown inside the bank. If I was working there. So because they've done this so many times, at restaurants, like they will, or some grocery store, they'll have like cops just come around, just to mentally torture me, right? So but their 3 printers were not working, but no cops came inside there, or no ambulance sirens was going on there, just to dictate those employees that what kind of shitty printers you're keeping, where you have to waste like half an hour, 45 minutes just after printing stuff. So yeah, this so if I start doing dictation to these people, they will be like, there will be absolute cleanup of this entire earth, if I start doing all this BS with these people. So this is not about this stupid rice or stupid whatever, this is about their Lucifer. It's all about their ghosts and demons that they love, and they probably should. And I was just watching this Illuminati's documentary. The guy who was saying that Jesus Christ is from reptilian bloodline, and he's like a married man, and Mary Magdalene was his wife, and whatever. So obviously these people who love all these Luciferian, and who tries to tell that how Jesus Christ was from reptilian race, and so we all are like from reptilian race. Well, they like to F with reptiles, and well, why don't you go and just do that? Why are you like sexually seducing me for what? Right? Just go and just have your fun with some snakes and lizards out there, right?